New Year's, right?
Oh my gosh.
So all four of this weekend's games are on this bad boy right now, the Crazy Susan, and each of us poses a question that we've been given. We have our own separate categories, and you spin it, and for that team, answer that respective question. Peter, what's your question?
My question's going to be, what's the biggest storyline of the game? What is everyone going to be talking about going in, and how will this game be played out? Okay. I will take the first spin on Le Susan. And let's see what we get. What's going to show up here with me?
What do you got, Peter?
Seahawks, Cowboys.
I like it.
I look at the quarterbacks.
What do you got?
Look at the quarterbacks. Neither one of these quarterbacks were drafted in the first or second rounds. Russell Wilson and Dak Prescott, first round. Pfft, look at me now. And here it is. This is a look where I say the two quarterbacks both come in with an entire career's work of a body of what we could do, yet they both still something to prove. Russell Wilson, people look back and say, well, you know, he got that ring, but he got that ring with the LOB, and he got that ring with a lot with Marshawn Lynch behind him. No, this is no doubt Russell Wilson's team right now. Dak Prescott has had a nice career, okay, but is he the future of the Dallas Cowboys, or is he going to be considered in the same breath as Staubach and Aikman, or is he always going to be a Danny White, Tony Romo, that next tier of Cowboys quarterbacks? You go on a Super Bowl run, you are America's quarterback, and you are on America's team. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, two guys not drafted in the first round who have a lot to prove, but have also proved already a lot in their careers.
I like that, Shrakes. All right, my question is the best one-on-one matchup, all right? It's an easy question. We all have one-on-one matchups. Come on, that's what playoffs are built off of, right? Oh, Susanna. Oh, Eagles, Bears.
Okay.
I'm going with the two best players on the field, Khalil Mack and Nick Foles. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is the matchup that we all want to pay attention to. Khalil Mack going into this game, 12.5 sacks, but it's more than that, right? It's the QB hits. It's the forced fumbles. It's him getting after quarterbacks, making them so uncomfortable. I mean, we're paying attention to this right here. We did it earlier this season. Kyle, we talked about it. You went up there and talked about him. Shrakes, you talked about him. I talked about him. He mixes up his rushes to quarterbacks, which is why you can never get a beat on him. Nick Foles, he's so magical in the postseason, you can never get a beat on him either. So as much as we want to praise Khalil Mack, how is he preparing for Nick Foles? Because Nick Foles, he's in Carson Wentz. He's not going to sit back and try to escape the pocket as soon as he gets any type of pressure. He wants to step up in the pocket and let those balls fly right over the top of your head. So I'm looking at this matchup. This could be the best of the weekend.
Oh, so fun to see. Can't wait. All right, my question is, which player will determine the outcome of said wild card game? The score on the board.
Lefty spin at Adams.
Not bad. Reverse spin. Belichick loves it.
Colts, Texans. It's hard to not pick a quarterback on this in this question with any of these matchups. I would say Deshaun Watson, but I do think that they have more stars on their team than the Colts do.
Okay.
You've got J.J. Watt, you've got some defensive stars, you've got DeAndre Hopkins. So I will say Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is the reason that this team's going to win. He's going to have to put it on his back and get it done. It'll be on his shoulders. Top 5 in passing this year, guys. 39 touchdown passes. I know the O-line's improved. The defense has some stars too, and they're looking good, but I feel like this whole team sort of lives and dies by his play.
It's no doubt. Yeah. Lamar Jackson was born in the year 1997. All right, it's one of those sidebars. Want to feel old? Click on this.
He doesn't know what a check is, I promise.
No, not a chance. However, you know, a verified blue check, right? But also, 1987 was a great year for movies. All right, we had Flubber, Anaconda, Good Burger was 97. Flubber's that? Oh yeah.
This is the Oscar nominee.
Yeah. What do you want? 7 years in Tibet?
Anaconda with J-Lo?
Yeah, and Ice Cube. I mean, the snakes out there this
Young
big.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, that's right. John Voight too, great cast. So I'm gonna say, if whatever game I land on, what would the movie from 1997 be that sums up that game? Let's see.
With a twist.
Right, it's gonna be Grosse Pointe Blank. Oh boy. All right, Eagles, Bears. I got again, and strangely enough, I think in 1987 is my favorite movie of all time.
All time.
I think it's Boogie Nights. Obviously, Nick is the starring role.
Oh, God, here we go.
Why? Because he puts himself out there and he's a great character arc. Peter, what are you talking about?
Great family.
Yeah, Christ, it's a great character arc from start to finish. Peter.
And the end was very shocking.
This is my answer, not yours.
The end of last season.
No, but I'm looking at, Buck Swope, the great Don Cheadle, as Eddie Jackson, Reed Rothschild. I got a lot of other talents. I'm a magician. Khalil Mack. Jack Horner is Doug Peters. It's not sexy like it should be, Jack. And I think based on the character makeup and whatnot, that Nick Foles would be Dirk Diggler. And I think it's a great movie, and that's the game.
That's it.
I don't know how to follow that up.
You don't have to.
You gotta go.
You're good. You're good.
It's you.
Should I do another one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the Valley Special. That's
Who's Roller Girl?
Right?
Okay,
Valley Special. Roller Girl.
Storylines. All right, here we go. Back to storylines. Paul Thomas Anderson, we love you.
We do.
Here we go. Phantom thread was
Idiot. I'm an idiot.
Do it again, because I got Seahawks Cowboys. The lazy Susan sometimes.
Susan.
Too late.
Wedging in Phantom Thread taste.
He really likes clothes. Chargers and Ravens storyline. What do we got? How about the young buck versus the old vet? I mean, this is the classic matchup between quarterbacks. You got a 21-year-old rookie making his first career playoff start versus who is 4-5 in the playoffs and has never played in a Super Bowl. This is the perfect clash of two different generations of quarterbacks. Rivers, the big, stoic guy, I'm going to sit in the saddle, I'm going to throw it from my hip, and we're going to win with my arm. Lamar Jackson, who might be the new wave representation of what's coming in the NFL. Fast, furious, on the move. You can't beat me with my feet, I'm going to beat you with my arm. I love the storyline of here's Lamar in his first big stage, and here's Phil. And not to be dramatic, who knows? It could be his last big opportunity. If ever there was a window for Phillip Rivers, it was a time when his team had 12 wins and has won big road games already against the Chiefs, the Browns, the Seahawks, and of course the Steelers. I love the two quarterbacks that represent two different generations, two different styles of play, and two very different storylines as they head into their playoff starts.
Have there ever been two faces on the same ticket that are that different?
That different.
Right?
The way they play and their stories going in.
McCain Palin, maybe?
Maybe.
Rest in peace.
All right, I'm going to go with the best one-on-one matchup is my question.
Nate, I almost feel like you wanted this one.
I was going to say.
I didn't really want that one. I actually wanted to talk about the Seahawks Cowboys, but
look, Nate, look what happened. Thank you,
Cowboys.
Susan. It's crazy. It was an aftershock.
I was going to go Bosa Lamar Jackson for the previous game, but I do want to talk about this one because I'm excited about the matchup between the Seahawks and the Cowboys. One particular reason. Ezekiel Elliott leads the league in rushing. It's phenomenal. And he can go through you. We've seen him run over guys. We've seen him run around guys. We've seen him jump over guys. But what is exciting about this matchup is that Bobby Wagner is an absolute beast, and he is waiting. And Trace, he's not just waiting, he's coming downhill on you, just like we're seeing right here. He will hammer you. And speaking of hammer, hey, Hammer, I need to know this stat because I saw it on the internet earlier this week. Is it true that Bobby Wagner hasn't missed a tackle? I saw this in the same that I saw DeAndre Hopkins hasn't dropped the ball. So if Bobby Wagner has not missed a tackle, every time he shoots, he scores. Ezekiel Elliott can shake you, can go through you, he can go over you. This matchup, head-to-head, when these two trains are belling down the track at each other, this is going to be the best type of one-on-one matchup there is. Old school running back versus old school linebacker in a collision waiting to happen.
Boom! You did want to talk about that.
That was good, Nate.
Good
Can't wait for that one.
All right, I have which player will determine the outcome of this matchup. Which one player is going to carry the weight for the entire, not even team, the whole game. I already did this one. So.
Go right ahead.
With this one, is it Foles? It's not Foles. It's Mitchell Trubisky because at home, he plays really well. We need to see the good Mitchell at home where he is. I don't even know where I'm looking. 7, is this where I'm looking?
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? 7-1. 7-1 at home. Away, not as good. Nearly, he's got 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the road. Just 9 interceptions at home to 21 total touchdowns. Light it up at Soldier Field. This entire team sort of, this whole game is Mitchell Trubisky up against a secondary that he should be able to expose on his home turf. If you can't do that, you're not winning this game.
We talk about that atmosphere at Soldier Field Sunday in the late game.
He's got a lot going for him in that atmosphere.
The pillars, a little bite in the air. Those fans are, my mom's telling me the tickets are astronomically expensive. Oh, it's going to be
all right, but guys, honestly, third and 8, they're up 3 points late in the fourth quarter. You don't want to get Foles the ball back. Does he convert that play on 3rd and 8?
At home, I think he does. I feel like you mentioned like the trick plays need to happen.
Yep.
All these big fun plays, like if you were to make the highlight reel of Mitchell Trubisky this year, it's all at home. They don't try that stuff with him too much on the road, and they have to go on the road eventually if they do get the win. But at home, those things will sort of happen and go in his favor.
Numbers don't lie, though. His numbers don't lie. He's at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to these quarterbacks in the postseason.
You got a lot to prove. It's green. All right. My category is the 1997 movie that best reflects these games because Lamar Jackson was born in 1997.
Okay.
We had Eagles-Bears was Boogie Nights. And for this one, oh, look at that. I got Texans-Colts. I look at these two teams and look at all the things they did back in the offseason to get here. You know, the Colts, it was like Andrew Luck's injury and Frank Reich's hiring. They drafted Quentin Nelson and they brought in Eric Ebron. The Texans, JJ's not right. Deshaun's not right. And I look at all the work and I say to them, I know what you did last summer. I do. I remember it. I still know. Of course, I'm referring to the movie was played with a sultry Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, my God. Played with a plum Ryan Phillippe. That movie was kind of like dollar store Scream. You know, like if they sold Scream at the 99 cents only, it would be, I know what you did last summer.
You're not going to bring up Jennifer Love Hewitt? Is she not?
I forgot she's in that, too. My eyes go to Freddie. But no, she's fantastic in that movie, too. Sarah Michelle, too. But I do think that based on, we have to appreciate where these teams were in the offseason. Stars are out. Is Andrew Luck ever going to have a career again? Is JJ ever going to have a career again? Is Josh McDaniels going to be the coach of the Colts? And then the guy with the fish hook comes out and starts hacking everybody, and here they are meeting each other in the playoffs. So great work by both those teams.
Great work by, let's hear it for
Susan.
Crazy Aunt Susan.
Somebody get her a white gin.
We'll be back after this. What is the plan of attacking for stopping, or plan of attack, plan of guarding, and plan of stopping Nick Foles? I can't even know where I'm looking.
Okay, that's very meta. No